found me. I was afraid to restart, but you made me see. Yeah, you made me see. What do I do when all I think about is you? You're in my mind.
Visitors! Always visitors! Naku! I'm beginning to feel like a society mother. Tony! I thought you were in the provinces.
Is that you, Aling Atang?
Ha 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 ha! Of course it's I, foolish boy. Who did you think it was? Carmen Rosales?
You don't look like Aling Atang.
I had my haircut. Do I look so horrible?
Oh, no, no! You look just wonderful, Aling Atang. For a moment, I thought you were your own daughter. I thought you were Kikay.
Oh, you are as palikero as ever, Tony. But come in, come in. Here, sit down. Your mother.
Oh, poor mother is terribly homesick for Tondo. Aling Atang, she wants to come back here at once.
How long have you been?
Only 3 months.
Only 3 months? 3 months is too long for a Tondo native to be away from Tondo. Ay, kumare, how bored she must be out there.
Aling Atang, you know how it's with us engineer. We must go where our jobs call us, but as soon I have finished with that bridge in Bulacan, mother and I coming back here to Tondo.
Bring her back as soon as possible. Use her whenever we play Panglingi.
Haha, that is what she missed most of all.
Now I understand how she feels. Your mother could never become a provinciana, Tony. Was a Tondo girl, always a Tondo girl, I always say. But I wonder if that's true after all. Look at my Kikay. She was over there in America for a whole year, and she says that she never felt homesick at all.
When did she Kikay arrive, Aling Atang? I didn't know she had come back from New York until I read about it in the newspaper.
That girl arrived only last Monday, and look what has happened to me. When she first saw me, she was furious. She said that I need to complete overhauling. She dragged me off to a beauty shop, and look what she had done to me. My hair is cut, my eyebrows are shaved, my nails are manicured, and whenever I go to market, I must use lipstick and roll. All my kumares are laughing at me. People must think I have become a loose woman, and at my age too. But what can I do? You know how impossible it is to argue with Kikay, and she states that I must learn how to look and act like an Americana because I have a daughter who has been to America. Just me, yo! I look like an American?
You look just wonderful, Aling Atang. And where is she now? Kikay, is she at home?
Of course she is home. She is still sleeping.
Still sleeping?
She says that in New York, people do not wake up before 12 o'clock noon.
It's only 10 o'clock now.
Besides, she has been very, very busy. Uy, that life of that girl since she came home. Welcome parties here, welcome parties there, and visitors all day long. That girl has been spinning around like a top 3.
Well, will you just tell her I called to welcome her home? Oh, and will you please give her this flower?
Going yet, Tondo. Why? You and she grew up together. Sit right down again, Tony. I will go and wake her up.
Oh, please don't bother, Aling Atang. I can come back some other time.
You wait right there, Tony. She'll simply delighted to see her childhood friend. And she'll want to thank you in person for these beautiful flowers. How beautiful they are, Tony. How expensive they must be.
Oh dear, nothing at all, Aling Atang.
Oh, Tony.
Yes, Aling Atang.
You must not call me Aling Atang.
Why not?
Kikay doesn't like it. She say I must tell people to call me Mrs. Mendoza. She says it more civilized form of address. So, and especially in front of Kikay, you must call me Mrs. Mendoza.
Yes, Mrs. Mendoza.
Well, wait just a minute and I will call Kikay.
Huh?
Oh, and Tony.
Yes, Mrs. Mendoza.
You must not call Kikay Kikay.
Shall I call her?
You must call her Francesca.
Francisca?
Not Francisca. Francesca.
But why Francesca?
Is that in New York, everybody called her Francesca. That is how all those Americans in New York pronounce her name. And all she wants everybody here to pronounce it in the same way. She says it sounds chichi in Italian. Do you know that people in New York thought she was an Italian? An Italian from California. And be sure and remember, do not call her Kikay. She hates that name. Call her Francesca.
Yes, Miss Mendoza.
Now, wait right here and while I call Francesca. Ay, Dios mío!
Mine, Mrs. Mendoza. I'll answer it.
Just tell them to wait, Tony.
Totoy!
Ano ba tayo dyan?
That, and you look like a walking gold mine. How many depots have you been looting, huh?
More slowly there. It's you the police are out looking for.
Impossible. I am a reformed character.
Make way for the Tondo boys. Bang, bang.
You, old pal. Here, have a smoke. You were in Bulacan, partner. I am. I just came to say hello to Kikay. Tony, I've been hearing the most frightful things about that girl. So, have I? People are saying that she gone crazy. No, she has only gone New York. In New York. Studying hair culture and beauty science. She got a diploma. Hey, imagine that. Our dear old Kikay. Pardon me, but she's not Kikay anymore. She is Francesca. Francesca? Miss Tondo has become Miss New York. Our dear old Kikay is now an American. An American? Don't make me laugh. Why? I knew that girl when she was still selling rice cakes. Puto kayo dyan! Bili na kayo ng puto! Remember when we pushed her into the canal? She chased us all around the streets. Naku! How that girl could fight!
Why, it's Totoy!
Nena, my own.
And Johnny too! What's all this? Akanto po ninyo.
We have came to greet the lady from New York.
So have I. Is she at home?
Aling Atang is trying to wake her up.
To wake her up, she is still dreaming? No! She's awake already. She's changing. Good morning, Nena. Good morning, Totoy. Well, Nena. Well, Totoy, I said good morning. Why are you staring at me like that? Is that you, Aling Atang?
Good God, it is Aling Atang.
Totoy, Aling Atang is now prepared to be called Mrs. Mendoza.
Oh, Totoy, you know it's not I, but Tika refers it. She was delighted with these flowers, Tony. She thanked you very much. Nena, if you don't stop gapping at me, I'll teach you. How you used to teach me and teach me, Aling Atang, when I was a little girl. You were a very naughty girl, always fighting with Kikay. We're all very naughty children. One especially. Always sneaking into our backyard to steal mangoes from our mango trees.
Still have the mango tree?
It's still in our backyard.
Come on, Nena, let's go steal the mangoes.
You just try. I'll run as fast as ever. If I don't catch you again, and I will pull up your pants.
But I wear suspenders now, Mrs. Mendoza.
You, rascal, come with me to the kitchen.
Why? To pull my pants off?
No, I want you to help me carry something. Don't prepare anything for us. We're not visitors and we're not hungry. It's only orange juice, Nena. I was preparing for some Kikay. She takes nothing else in the morning. She says that in New York, nobody eats breakfast. Come on. Along, Totoy. Well, Tony,
Shouldn't have come today, Nena.
why not?
I haven't talked to Kika yet.
To talk to Kika yet? I thought you were going to come here and tell everything last night.
I lost my nerve. I didn't come last night.
Oh, Tony.
Oh, Tony, use your head, Nana. However, heard of a man breaking of his engagement with a girl. It's not usual, and my God, it's not easy.
Are you in love with Kikay or with me?
Of course, I'm in love with you. I'm engaged to you.
Yes, and you were engaged to Kikay too.
That was a year ago.
Oh, you wolf!
Nena, you know I love you. Only you.
How could you have the nerve to propose to me when you are still engaged to Kikay?
I wish I had never to told you. This is what I get for being honest.
Honest? You call yourself honest? Getting me to fall in love with you when you still belong to Kikay?
I thought I didn't belong to Kika anymore. It was only a secret engagement. Anyway, I proposed to her just before she left for America, and she said we must keep our engagement a secret until she came back. But when she had been there a couple of months, she stopped answering my letters, so I consider myself a preman again.
You proposed to me
Yes!
and then asked me to keep our engagement a secret?
Because right afterwards, I found that Kikay was coming back.
Well, I'm tired of being secretly engaged to you. What fun it is being engaged if you can tell everybody.
Just give me a chance to talk to Kikay and explain everything to her. Then you and I will announce our engagement.
Well, you better hurry. I'm getting impatient.
The trouble is, how can I talk to Kikay now?
Why not?
Well, you are here, and Toto is here. You don't expect me to delete Kikay in front of everybody, do you?
You want me and Totoy to clear out?
No, just give me a chance to be alone with Kikay for a moment.
I'll take care of Totoy.
That's good.
Just leave it to me.
Puto kayo dyan. Bili na kayo ng puto.
Listen everybody, here's come Kika, but she refers to call Francis.
Hello, you darling. Darling, people. Nena, my dear, but how cute you become. And Tony, my little pal of the valley, how are you? And Totoy, how ravishing you look. Goodness, you look like a Tondo super production Technicolor. Let's sit down, everybody. Let's sit down and let me look at you. Oh, Momsy!
What's the matter now?
How many times must I tell you? Never serve fruit juice, no matter glasses.
I couldn't find the two glasses you brought at home.
Oh, my poor little Momsy. She's so clumsy, no? But never mind, dearest. Don't break your heart about it. You sit down.
No, I must go to the market.
Oh, Momsy, don't forget my salary. I can live without it. I'm like a rabbit, mash all day.
Well, if you people will excuse me, Tony, don't forget me to your mother.
And remember, Momsy, a little bloom on the lips, a little bloom on the cheeks. Again, Momsy.
I have to paint this old face of mine, Francesca.
But how dreadfully she puts it. Oh, Momsy, what am I going to do with you? I give up. Oh, poor Momsy, she's quite a problem. Oh, does anybody have a light? Mercy.
Huh?
I said mercy. That means thank you in French.
Mercy?
Tell us about New York. New York.
How long did you stay there?
10 months, 4 days, 7 hours, and 21 minutes.
And she's still there? In her jeans?
Yes, I feel as if I was still there. As though I had never left it. As though I had lived there all my life. But I look around me and I realize that no, I'm not in New York. I am here. Here. My spirit aches for its true home across the sea. Ah, New York. Oh, dear New York.
I don't think we ought to be here at all, boys.
Yes, we shouldn't disturb her.
And leave her alone with her memories.
It's that the girl we used to go swimming with in the mud paddies.
Ah, New York. My own dear New York.
Listen, oh listen. Now in New York, it is springtime. It is spring in New York. The daisies are just appearing in Central Park and out in Staten Island the grasses is green again. Oh, we have a funny costume in New York. An old, and very dear costume. When springtime comes around each year, we New Yorkers, we make a sort of pilgrimage to an old tree growing down by the battery. Oh, it's an old tree. It's been growing there ever since New York was New York. And we New Yorkers, we called it our tree. Every spring, we go down to say hello to it and to watch its first green leaves coming up. In a way, the tree is our symbol for a New York, undying, immortal, forever growing and forever green. But please forgive me. Here I am, going sentimental and just mooning away over things you have no idea about. Oh, but I do. I understand perfectly. I feel that way too about our tree.
About what tree?
Our mango tree, Kike. Have you forgotten about it? Why, you and I used to go climbing up there every day and gorging ourselves on green mangoes. How our own stomach ached afterwards.
Aling Atang once caught me climbing the tree and she grabbed my pants and off she came.
And Kike and me, we were rolling on the ground, simply hysterical with laughter. And Toto, you kept shouting, "Give me back my pants! Give me back my pants!"
Wait a minute. What is this tree you're talking about?
Our mango tree, Kike. The mango tree out there in your backyard.
Oh, that
What's the matter, Kikai? Do you feel the same emotion for that tree as you do for own in New York?
of course not. They're completely different. I don't feel any emotion for this silly old mango tree. It doesn't awaken any of these for me at all.
Well, it does for me. And such happy memories. I really must run to the backyard and say hello to it. You know, Kikai, over here in Tondo, we have a funny costume, an old and very dear costume. We make a sort of pilgrimage to a silly old mango tree growing in the backyard, and for us here in Tondo, that tree is our tree. In a way, it's a symbol.
Don't be silly, Nena. For you people can't understand at all.
Of course not. We've never been to New York.
That is exactly. Until you've been to New York, you can't understand ever. Oh, believe me, not to have lived in New York is not to have lived at all. The tree of ours over there, it doesn't stand for kid stuff and childish foolishness. It stands for higher and finer things, for a more vacuous, a more streamlined, and a more daring way. It stands for freedom, and for the Manhattan skyline, and for the Copacabana, and for Coney Island in summer, and for Grand Stump of Riverside Drive, and for Tuesday nights at Eddie Condon's, with Wild Bill Davidson working on that trumpet of his, and for Saturday night at Madison Square Garden with the crowd spilling all over the sidewalk, and for the Mickle ferry ride to Staten Islands, and for the St. Patrick Days parade down Fifth Avenue, and for all. Oh, it's impossible to make you see.
We still prefer a tree that grows in Tondo.
A second emotion.
So do I.
Oh, you funny children. I really must go and say hello to our tree. You don't mind, Kikai, do you? Of course not, child. You go. Totoy, will you come with me?
To the ends of the earth.
No, darling, just out to our dear little backyard.
The backyard of Tondo, the barong-barongs of Maypaho, the street of Sibakong.
Listen, idiot, are you coming with me or not?
Anywhere, Jinger, anywhere at all.
Apparently, I thought that it still has a master because Nena. You wake up, Tony. What are you looking so miserable about?
Kikai, I don't know just how to begin.
Just call me Francesca. A good beginning.
There is something I must tell you. Something very important.
Tony, can we just forget all about it?
Forget?
It's the New York way, Tony. Forget. Nothing must be ever so serious. Nothing must drag on too long. Right? Give all your heart. Tomorrow, forget. Meet again. Smile. Shake hands. Just good sparks.
What are you talking about?
Tony, I was only a child at the time.
When?
When you and I got engaged. I've changed so much, Tony, since then.
That was only a year ago.
To me, it seems a century. So much has happened to me. I became a completely different person in just 1 year. After all, what's a year? What's a person? Just relative terms. More can happen to you in just 1 year in New York than in all. Do you know? I feel as I've always lived in New York. In spirit, I am, and I have always been a native of Manhattan. When I first arrived there, I felt I had come home at last. It's my real home. Oh, listen, last summer it was really hot. One of the hottest summer we had ever. I'd go riding on one of those double-decker buses just to cool off, and all those people from Kalamazoo and Peria and other places like that would be wandering about the streets, sightseeing, you know, and there I would be on top of this bus, looking down at them and feeling very amused at the way they gaped at the skyscrapers and the way they gaped at the shop windows. But I'd be feeling very proud too, because it was my city. They were admiring, and I'd feel rather sorry for them, living out in the sticks.
Listen, I don't want to talk about New York. I want to talk about our engagement.
And that's what we cannot do, Tony. Not anymore.
Why not?
Tony, you got engaged to a girl named Kikai. Well, she doesn't exist anymore. She's dead.
The person you see before me is Francesca. Don't you see, Tony? I'm a stranger to you. We don't speak the same language. And I feel so much older than you. I'm a woman of the world. You are only a boy. I hate to hurt you, Tony. But surely you see that there can between us would be a stark miscegenation. Imagine a New Yorker marrying a Tondo boy.
Oh, look here.
I'm sorry if I've hurt you, Tony, but I wanted you to realize how ridiculous it would be to think that I could still be engaged to you.
Going to sit here and be insulted.
Hush, Tony, hush. Don't shout. Don't lose your temper. It's so uncivilized. People in New York don't lose your temper. People of the hot month, anyway.
What do you want me to do? Smile and say thank you for slapping my face?
Let's smile and shake hands and just be friends, huh? Be brave, Tony. Forget. That's the New York way. Find another girl. There are other girls in the Esters. As the says in Brooklyn, you'll find somebody else, someone more proper for you.
If you weren't a woman,
Hold it, Tony. You must never hit a woman.
What's all this?
Nothing at all.
What were you two quarreling about?
We were not quarreling. Tony and I just decided to be good friends and nothing more.
Tony, is that true?
Yes.
Oh, good. Now we can tell them.
What's going on here?
Engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, we've been secretly engaged for a month.
A man? Why you? You?
I did try to tell you, Kikai. I was trying to tell you.
You? Unspeakable cat.
Hey, careful there. You're speaking to my fiancé.
He's not your fiancé.
Oh no, and why not, huh?
Because he was still engaged to me when he got engaged to you.
Well, he's not engaged to you anymore. You just said so yourself.
Ah, but I didn't know about all this. This treacherous business, the shame of it. Getting engaged to you when he was still engaged to me. Do I look like that kind of girl who'd let a man kill her? Oh, you horrible monster.
Now, remember, Kikai, it's uncivilized to lose one's temper. People in New York don't lose their temper, not people howled, moaned anyway.
I've never felt so humiliated in all my life, you beast. I'll teach you to humiliate me.
I told you to leave him alone. He's my fiancé.
And I tell you he's not. He's engaged to me until I release him. And I haven't released him yet.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're just being a dog in the manger.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Stealing my man behind my back.
What? What did you say?
Totoy, pull them apart!
You keep out of this or I'll knock your head off.
Ako, lumabas na pagkatondo.
Shameless hussy.
Man-eater.
How dare to suck her!
What? She hit me first.
Look what you have done to her!
Are you trying to defend her? You never defend me.
Shut up!
I hate you. I hate you.
Shut up, or I will bash your mouth off.
Hey, don't you talk to Nena that way.
You keep out of this.
He's more gentleman than you. He defends me.
You take your hands off her.
I told you to keep out of this.
Toto, you saved my life.
Tony, open your eyes.
Oh, get away from here.
Toto, take me away from here.
Are you still engaged with him?
I hate him. I never want to see him again in my life.
Good, come on, let's go.
Hey!
Don't you speak to me. You're broke.
I wasn't talking to you.
Don't speak to me either. You have insulted the woman I love.
Oh, Totoy, why have you never told me?
Well, now you know.
Congratulations!
Let's go, darling. I don't like the smell around here.
Now, you have ruined my life. I hope you're satisfied.
I have ruined your life. You have ruined my...
What you need is a good spanking.
Don't you come near me. You country boy.
Don't worry, I wouldn't touch you 10-foot pole.
And I wouldn't touch you with a 20-foot pole.
Just 1 year in New York and you forget your old friends?
Just 1 year that I'm in New York. And what do you do? But when we get engaged, you swear to be true. You promise to wait for me. And I believe you. I believe you. Oh, you fickle.
What are you crying about? Be brave. Forget. That's the New York way. Nothing must ever be too serious. Nothing must ever drag on too long.
Oh, Tony, I've been such a fool. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm not. I'm glad I found out what kind of person you are.
Oh, Tony, you're wrong. I'm not that kind of person at all.
Oh, person? In just a related term, huh?
Yes, Tony, that was Francesca.
Francesca saying all those silly things? But Francesca exists no more, Tony. The girl standing before you is Kikai.
In that silly dress?
It's true, Tony. I'm Kikai. Remember me? We used to go swimming together when we were kids. I've come back, Tony.
If I were right, I was engaged to a girl named Kikai.
Yes, and you're still engaged to her, Tony.
Welcome home, Kikai. How was the trip?
Horrible. I couldn't wait to get back.
Like it in New York?
Give me Tondo anytime.
Why didn't you answer my letters?
Francesca wouldn't let me write, Tony.
That misty girl, I'm glad she did.
Oh, Tony, you're still here. Francesca, don't be angry, but I couldn't live without it.
That was Francesca, Aling Atang, and Francesca is dead. The girl is standing before is you, is Kikai.
Kikai is Francesca. Oh no, Inay. I'm not Francesca. I'm Kikai. I give up.
Sa ulan ng mundo ay gagaan, mundo ko'y gagaan. Maligaw man ang landas ay hahanapin ang kalsada patungo sa'yo. Ikaw ang daan. Dumilim man ang paligid ay ikaw pa rin ang ilaw ko.
I told you to leave him alone. He's my
You just leave me alone.